All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We're going to be taking a look at the general state of the market. Really, for the last few days or something like that, I really haven't been able to sit down and produce videos on a daily basis because I'm actually working on something that I think is going to be great for the whole community, and we're going to be releasing it towards the end of this month. And possibly, the latest will be something like, the beginning week of September, but I think you're going to be loving it. So for the most part, I've actually gone on to dedicate like most of my hours to that kind of project that I'm working on, but still I just wanted to come to you and talk to you directly here with concerns of what is happening in the market. And obviously you will be able to ask me questions that I can ask, that I can actually answer, in a direct format. So we're going to be starting here with the JASMY price. We will obviously talk about ICP, we will talk about XRP, we'll talk about Bitcoin, and basically really what is happening in the market. But at this point, we saw that the news today was that the CPI came in much lower than anticipated. I'm saying much lower, but it was actually like by 0.2%, right, increase in the month of July, meaning that overall inflation right at this point is down to something like maybe 2.9%. That is still not great, to be honest with you, because real inflation is way higher than that. But the rest of the market was actually pumping to the upside. We saw things like the Dow Jones Industrial Average doing really well, and the stock market was okay. But crypto, for one reason or the other, we didn't manage to go higher than where we were. And one of the reasons why that happened was because there was obviously fears of potential selling of Bitcoin here. I'll quickly show you here the news which was being broken by Coindesk, saying that roughly $600 million worth of Bitcoin related to secret asset seizure actually was deposited to Coinbase Prime. But they go on to stress here that this move doesn't mean necessarily that there is going to be a sale that is coming, but we know what happens, right? If people are depositing Bitcoin onto exchanges, I think that the main reason they're doing that is for them to sell. So this is what really prevented the crypto market specifically to go on to rally, because we saw, just like I mentioned in the last few minutes or so, that the Dow Jones and the other market indices were actually doing very well. So going back to the crypto market here, we have been talking about JASMY for I think the last maybe week or something like that. Really, the kind of structure that we are seeing here, especially on a 4-hourly time frame, is something that is not new in the market, and for the most part it actually turns out to be great. For the rest of the market, this is pretty much the same thing that you are seeing here. So as I was drawing in the last video, that look, normally we have got this kind of a waterfall crash that happens there. You have a V-shaped recovery, you come back to the lows one more time. As long as your lows are holding here really well, you have an opportunity to pump even harder, right? At times you have to set a new high here. Sometimes, of course, you will crash to the downside, but really it doesn't matter right at this point. What we are interested in is, are we gonna have a rally here for the JASMY price? Sorry about that, but we are clearly seeing that here with the JASMY price set, we are still in the process of coming back to the downside to backtest the support level here. The way we can have confidence that this is actually a strong support level is to make use of Fibonacci retracement tools. So we are grabbing our Fibonacci retracement tool from the very bottom right there to the top, and yeah, for now the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level was the one which was holding the price well. But I have to say this, I really don't have much confidence in this. I think that there is still an opportunity that JASMY will come back to hit something like 1.8, 1.9, between 1.9 and 1.8 cents here. I will be buying like with a blind eye, honestly, barring that we'll have other serious things happening in the market. Should the price just continue to drop to the downside naturally like this, I will be buying 1.9 and 1.8 cents here for the JASMY price set. Where will I be looking to sell the JASMY price set from here? I will be targeting another Fibonacci retracement too as well. I was actually supposed to say retracement level, and that is right around the 702 Fibonacci retracement level here at 2.7 cents. So should we buy it 1.9 all the way down, all the way up to something like the 2.76 cents? We are looking at around a 48 something like that percent. That will be great for the JASMY price set. But this is actually a prominent structure that you will see time and again in the market. It's not only something that I'm making up here. I could have gone on to show you what it has done in the past relative to maybe Tesla, even on JASMY stuff. Let's just go ahead and copy this fractal here. I will show you how those things usually match. But this is just, you know, a routine exercise that I do, as in like for preliminary support levels, right? So come back here and you'll see that you can easily match this structure here with the current price that you are seeing here on the JASMY price. So yeah, for the most part, you have a rally to the upside, and I will be looking for that around 50% pump here for the JASMY price. That will be definitely be great, and I'll be announcing that trade in the Patreon, as I have been promising for a very long time. But the condition is that we have to hold 1.8, 1.9 cents. Should we break below 1.8, 1.9 cents, that is not going to be looking too good for the JASMY price. We would have to reconsider and understand that there is actually a possibility that we will be falling all the way back down to something like 1.5 cents here. But still, I think for now, we should not be worried about that. We should actually be looking for buying opportunities for the JASMY price. So let me move on to ICP, and then maybe we'll talk about XRP. And then I will let you guys go ahead and ask me what you want to know about the market right at this point. So this is ICP, and we are seeing pretty much the same story. But let me go ahead and try to employ my Fibonacci retracement tools here and see where ICP was bouncing, because I think I am a little bit much more confident in where ICP is bouncing rather than where JASMY is bouncing right at this point. So from bottom to top here, that was exactly like it was close to the 702 a little bit, not really hitting it, but I think it's something that I can consider to be a nice support. So yeah, should we fall down maybe to something like 6.9 cents again, I mean $6.90, I could probably be buying, right? But I don't think I'll be trading ICP right at this point. And moreover, we are also seeing that we have got the symmetrical triangle that is happening right there. But the problem with this one is that, I mean, symmetrical triangles are usually continuation patterns, so you don't want a continuation to the downside. So I really am not considering this right at this point. That's why I said I'm not going to be trading ICP. I will be trading JASMY 100% ICP, and not really. But again, we're pretty much seeing the same structure that we were seeing. Remember, the structure goes like something like this. Here you have a waterfall crash, a V-shaped recovery, backtest the lows one more time, and then from there, if you hold, you are looking to go and pump even higher. So for ICP here, the preliminary price I get from this structure would be something like around, we can say $9 and up to $9.20 or something like that. That would be great, and at least it gives some kind of relief in the market as to, you know, I mean, really we haven't had a big price action happening here. So once we have like a push like that, it's going to be at least changing the sentiment in the market. And usually when you change sentiment in the market, you also have got higher price targets and people keep buying, the price also continues to go higher. So I think the market right at this point is almost desperate for something like a pump just to show up right there for things like ICP, JASMY, XRP as well, and a lot of other altcoins. To be honest with you, we need that kind of a lift for the rest of the market to say, okay, look, we are going to the upside one more time. We actually have got very good positive news in the market that today, if we didn't have that report that there was $600 million which was being sent to Coinbase potentially for selling, we would have actually done well. But still, the week is not yet over. We could still resolve these patterns that we are seeing left, right, and center, and we'll still be moving to the upside. I will go on and talk a little bit about XRP because you saw it in the title there. So I don't want to be defrauding anybody. So let's go here to XRP, and let me use the Binance chart here. So with XRP, oh my god, I was drawing a lot of things here. What is this that I was drawing? Let's go to the daily time frame, and I want you to realize that we were at a critical point. This is what I was trying to indicate here on the daily time frame. That was right around maybe 65 cents. It was the time I was making this video here, and I think I was highlighting that whenever we are getting to this level here, even on the RSI, we are seeing that RSI was failing to break above that level there. Yeah, we had a down trend in the RSI, as you can see right here, that you know, we were really not showing some strength. We needed to see more of this and move to the upside and break the RSI above 60. We failed to do that, and at the same time, we are also seeing that that is also a big Fibonacci retracement level, the first one actually. So massive resistance here for XRP, but you know the deal. things are, you know, bad up until you see great price action, and then everybody is following in. XRP, I think, is going to have a fantastic bull run this cycle. I think that I'll be looking at the minimum $5.20 for the trade that we are in, and the patron we entered by around 48 cents. So right now we are sitting in profits, obviously, but the target right there is way higher, $5.20. And then for the ultimate bull run situation that I have here for XRP, I look forward to something like $18. $13.60, I think it was the price. So right around $13 is something that is going to be great for XRP. But for now, we just need to avoid a situation in which this thing right here is going to be acting as resistance. Now we have hit it like multiple times in recent weeks, and I think eventually it's going to be broken. This downtrend here will be over very soon. The XRP BTC chart is also looking very much good. Like, this is like historical levels when we have seen that XRP can get into a bull cycle. So that's what we are seeing right there. I think I will just go ahead and show you here what Bitcoin is doing as well. As I said, I don't want to be defrauding anybody. You guys tuned in for this specific thing, so we'll talk about BTC here real quick. And let me use the market cap here. So there was something that was of interest which was happening there, and that was the volume, right? So we are on a weekly time frame right at this point with Bitcoin, but I want you guys to notice this volume that showed up right last week. I mean, you see, there was a massive red candle and we saw red price action. Let me just zoom in that nice and easy so that you have an idea of what we are talking about. So you saw that there was obviously selling pressure here with a red candle, but the volume that we closed the week in was really great, and it was really the highest ever since the peak of the bull cycle back then here in 2021. So this is a great indication to say that people are still very much interested in Bitcoin, and we could still see the price pump to the upside. So that will be great. And moreover, we haven't even like structurally bent a lot of things here for Bitcoin. I will go back to the daily time frame and maybe we can take a look at the 200 daily moving average on Bitcoin here. So this is the 50 daily moving average. Let's go to the 200 daily moving average. Yeah, the problem that we have here with BTC is that we are now trading below the 200 daily moving average. Historically speaking, this is not what you want to see here for a bull cycle. But at the same time, should we check the 50 daily moving average, we were seeing that you know, we are also there with something like what is known as what is it called, the death cross, right? So the thing about the death cross here is that, you know, at times it really has been flip-flopping, so it's not something that you have to be taking into consideration a lot. I think that we will still have great price action here for Bitcoin on the 50 daily, I mean on the 50 weekly moving average. BTC was being supported very well there. So it's that kind of a situation where you have got two different things saying two different things altogether, and you have to go with what has been accurate in the past. So I'm gonna give like leeway to the bigger time frames here, meaning the 1 weekly time frame rather than the daily, because the daily can actually flip-flop much more than the weekly time frame. So this is where we are sitting with Bitcoin, a great volume starting the week, and we'll see how the week eventually ends here for the Bitcoin price set. Other than that, what else can we talk about? Maybe I should mention Casper a little bit before we get into Q&A, so that you guys already prepare the kind of things that you want me to look at real quick. So this is Casper, and I will show you here from Maxi. Yeah, still pretty much maintaining that a bullish trend, and yeah, the support held pretty well. Obviously, we didn't have great momentum in the market of late, but the support level was holding well. And then we also see here on the weekly time frame that there was this massive demand candle right on that support level. So that is still good. On the daily time frame though, I'm still monitoring to try and see whether there is some kind of a Wyckoff distribution pattern that is happening there. But as of yet, I don't have any sort of that evidence. I think that it is also maintaining that kind of a structure that we were talking about with ICP and JASMY, that you just have to hold these lows here for Casper itself. That's right around 15 cents, and you could actually have your rally to the upside one more time. So yeah, let's get into Q&A, because I know that you guys have got questions that you want to ask about specific altcoins and stuff like that. We can talk about those ones. That's the reason why I'm actually doing a live stream, because I just don't want to disappear, you know. I don't have time to make videos, yes, but I just don't want to disappear and then come back maybe when the price is pumping to the upside. Then it doesn't make any sense, right? I have to be there even when things are not great. So let's see what you guys have, right? Bib says that, are you expecting a pullback for JASMY? No, I'm not expecting a pullback for JASMY. I think probably you missed what we talked about here. We were saying that look, we have a certain structure that usually has worked out well, and maybe for you I'll just go ahead and reiterate what I was trying to say here. And you can already see this sketch here that I was trying to draw, saying that you have got this waterfall crash kind of a thing. You have a V-shaped recovery, you come back to the lows, you test the lows here. Once you hold the lows, you have an opportunity to go ahead and pump the price to the upside. So this is the same kind of situation that we are in here with JASMY. I think you can see that with this drawing here. And naturally speaking, the thing that you would anticipate is a pump to the upside here for JASMY. Now, I have to say that should JASMY go all the way down to break below 1.8 cents here, that's the line in the sand for me, I'm definitely going to be setting a stop loss right below that level. If we break the support level here, definitely the next thing that we should naturally be looking forward to is something like 1.4 cents here for JASMY. But for now, I don't have any reason to expect that JASMY is going to be crashing. But should JASMY crash, my stop loss is going to be below 1.8 cents. I hope I'm very much clear right there. I mean, just for completeness sake, maybe I just want to show you that this chart that I was showing you right there is something that happens all over the place. But I will go ahead and use the example of something that is outside the crypto market, right? So that you just have confidence in what I'm trying to say here. And that is Tesla. I'm going to go ahead and show you Tesla. Okay, what is happening here? This is the Pyth exchange. I don't want this, I want the stock, right? So this is Tesla Inc. on Nasdaq. And yeah, let me quickly show you what I'm really talking about. Yeah, I'd already highlighted it here, and you can see almost the same thing. Basically, you have this waterfall crash that you see here. You head into a V-shaped recovery, you come back to visit the lows one more time. As long as you hold the lows, you have an opportunity to pump. Now obviously what happens after the pump, I mean, really remains like unknown, right? Are we going to be pushing further to the downside one more time, or we're going to be breaking into a new all-time high here? Is something that we don't know right at this point. But where we are with JASMY is almost right at this point, saying that look, the next thing to naturally expect is a pump to the upside. I will quickly show you another example here on Tesla again, and you can already see that there are a few examples that I was already highlighting there. So I think for JASMY we are done, and you have a feel of what we are talking about. Now, MT says, can we do Myro? Okay, let's quickly take a look at Myro. I think Myro has broken below its support level. I think the last time I made a live stream, I was saying that I will be setting my stop loss right below that level there. So that's Myro. Let's go to MACD. We have got an idea that we have. So immediate short term, if you're asking for the short term, again, it has the same structure that the JASMY price that has. So if you were listening to the previous explanation that I just gave to, what was the name of the guy? Bibs. I think it's also the same thing that goes on here for Myro, but on a much bigger time frame, like the daily time frame here. I think it's breaking its support levels, and let's see here. So this is a main support level. I think I actually had a chart which had much better things here. So yeah, this is a support level. It's holding pretty well. I was wrong that it's breaking its support levels, but still we will see that we have resistances right here on top. Let me also mention the numbers and the figures so that you have a clear understanding of what we are talking about. So it appears that there is a support level here between, that is 7.7 cents basically, and 6 cents. I think this is what I was mentioning in the last live stream, honestly. So 6 cents and 7 cents is the support level here, but we also have got upper resistance levels right around 12.6 cents there. So just keep this in mind. And should I take a look at the underlying indicators? I think we are looking good on a daily time frame. This is as low as we get on the RSI usually for Myro, so that is still okay. Let me take a look at another one. I'm thinking of XCN can be a sleeper. Okay, MT says, how deep JASMY? How deep JASMY are you seeing, mate? How deep JASMY? Okay, you mean basically mean that how deep can JASMY go? So yeah, for now I don't want to put like very long-term price targets by this point. I'm looking at the immediate short term, and I'm seeing for JASMY probably 1.4 cents is a good support level. If we break below that, we have to reanalyze and re-strategize everything completely. But for now, probably 1.4 cents is a good support level here for JASMY. As I said, I'm not anticipating the JASMY price to go to the downside. If it goes to the downside, it means I was wrong. But at the same time, I also have got a contingency plan to say that once we are breaking and closing below 1.8 cents, I'm now expecting 1.4 cents. So we will act according to that. If A happens, we do A. If B happens, we do B. And we continue like that. Right? That's just risk management. And it's very much simple right there. So let's take a look at what was requested here. That's XYN, I think. No, that was not the way to type XYN. And I think I can find it on maybe Maxi, right? Let's see if we can find it on Maxi. We can find it on Bitcoin. Okay, Gate.io has got a nice chart. Okay, so on a daily time frame, wow, this is a chart that is looking like it suffered a lot in terms of like circulation and inflation. I will just go ahead and quickly try to check like how are the tokenomics, right? It probably has like bad tokenomics. Let's see what we got right there. So that was what XCNY. Okay, so it's number like 580 in terms of coin market cap rankings, and then here we only have 62% in circulation. This is not really too good, to be honest with you. Let's see if we've got like a vesting period. According to this site, we really don't have a vesting period. But the reason why this token is crashing, I mean, the project can actually be a great project. I really have no idea. But you see, this inflation is really killing this price. So, I mean, it's still much. We have got like about maybe 38% of the circulation that is to come in the market. What is going to be key here is for you to understand when the rest of the circulation is going to be hitting the market. Because if it happens like between now and let's say December, and we don't have a bull cycle between this area here, this price here is going to be crashing to the downside. No doubt about that. It's going to be crashing. But if the remaining circulation is going to be hitting the market like way later, maybe let's say next year in August, for example, and then we have a bull cycle in between there, this price can still actually do well. It has done well, don't get me wrong. Here, for example, from the bottom to where it's sitting here, actually it hasn't done well. It's up only 95%. Yeah, I mean, the inflation is killing this thing here. I necessarily wouldn't want to be holding this. To be honest with you, this was also the same situation that JASMY had back then in 2021. A lot of people bought in at $4, at $3, only for them to hold the whole token, crashing completely to the downside, $2.0027. I mean, that's crazy. So because of the inflation of this thing, I really wouldn't want to be touching it. It can be a good project. I have no idea, but the tokenomics don't look too good for me unless you have some more nitty-gritties on what the tokenomics look like. Then maybe I can help you, right? So let's take a look at another one. Bill says, greetings, mate, longer time view on ZK. All right, let's quickly take a look at ZK Sync. So I will explain to you my position on Zinc, and I'm saying Zinc, ZK Sync actually. I will explain to you why I'm actually still holding it and why I think it will do well long term, because it's really a great project. So this is ZK Sync. I mean, let's go ahead and go use Binance, and we'll see that, yeah, it has dropped a lot from the time it was launching. That was right around maybe 23 cents, we could say, fair value. It dropped like 66%. This is nothing new with new projects. We have seen it time and again. But can this price set really do well? Can it pick itself from the bottom and continue to pump to the upside? Yes, I definitely think so. And I actually have got much more confidence in this. Number one is that because I see that there is a lot of development that happens with ZK Sync. And when you take a look at like different rankings of like development and different projects, it's doing well, right? It's really rated way higher there. And then at the same time, you have to realize that if you go and try to look at the tokenomics of ZK Sync here, they're probably, I mean, yeah, it's right there, right? It just came without me calling it, so that's great. So ZK Sync, you can see that right now at face value, you take a look at it and you only realize that there's only 17.5% in circulation right at this point. Then you're probably saying, okay, doesn't this mean that there is going to be a lot of inflation on this thing as more tokens are going to be added to the circulation? But in this situation, it's a little bit much more different, because if you go here to vesting and take a look at when the rest of the coins are going to be hitting the market, they're going to be hitting the market in July 2025, 18 July 2025. Now, between now and 18 July 2025, I definitely think that we are going to be having a bull cycle, and we wouldn't have had any sort of inflation. You can see here, the next unlock is in 10 months. Within 10 months, I expect us to have an incredible bull cycle, and we only have got about 3.6 billion tokens in circulation right at this point of ZK. So I'm holding it. I think it's going to do fantastic. The project is solid. Now, the disadvantage of this thing is what it was. It was airdrop, right, to a lot of people, and they got it basically for free. You know, people with free money, right? Easy come, easy go. That's the deal. But here at the bottom here, I think it's definitely a fantastic idea to be buying it. I definitely could be wrong, but I think I've already emptied my mind to you and my school of thought on ZK Sync, and I hope it was actually something that was very much helpful. I think it really has been a lot since I saw you in the chat, Bill. I'm glad to see you, man. I'm really glad to see you. Guys, if you have got any more questions that you want us to take a look at, we can do that, right? Meaning like trade related, crypto related, everything related to crypto, we will talk about it. But I just saw some breaking news real quick here. Let me show you that it was something about, what was the name of that guy? The rich guy, right? What was his name? Warren Buffett. Yeah, Warren Buffett released something. What did he say? Okay, they said that Justin Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, has updated holdings. They have added Ultra Beauty Salon. Okay, interesting. Heiko. Yeah, these guys, they dumped Apple. So if they're adding, probably maybe fears of a recession are not there anymore. Can we actually anticipate that? Probably, yeah. So that was the breaking news that I wanted to share with you guys from Wall Street Bets. But other than that, let's get back to crypto. If you guys have got anything else that you want us to cover right before I close the stream, I will definitely encourage you to do that right now. And then just also as a wish, wow, if you want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video, just delicately tap the like button. And then also if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And then we can actually have a much bigger community, right? I will tell you, it's much more interesting if there are more people in the chat and we are having a nice conversation like that. That will actually be something that is much more great. We are not at those levels right now. We are still a small channel. It's okay. It also has got its own advantages because, look, for example, I remember Bill. I know this guy almost like personally, but I've never seen him, right? So those are the advantages, right? Can you please take a look at Ponky? I think this is a meme coin, right? So let's quickly take a look at it and see if there is anything that we can be looking forward to Ponky, right? Let's see here from Mexi. I hope I actually pulled the right chart here. So on a daily time frame, what are we seeing here? Nice trend to the upside. Volume has diminished a lot here. I want to see what the RSI is doing actually. Okay, bottom. Preliminary speaking, we have got a support level here. Is it gonna be holding? Yeah, so we initially have got a horizontal support level here. That is okay, but should I go to the 4-hourly time frame here, just as I was saying with all the other cryptos, right? The structure here needs to be resolved first for us to make any sort of like crazy judgments and stuff like that. So until and unless we have a resolution with the rest of the market, not only specific to Ponky here, but the rest of the market, to be honest with you, is just at crossroads, waiting to see if this is gonna like be resolved right anytime soon. So specific to this token here, you could still see it pull all the way back down, like maybe 15-16%. To like 2.78 cents, and then from there you can expect a nice bounce. So yes, it being a meme coin, you can expect anything. All right, don't be scared about maybe a 15% drop. It's nothing, to be honest with you. Things like this happen time and again. Man, I think when you see me in a live stream one more time, please just go ahead and try to remind me of this, or maybe I can just go ahead and add this one to my wish list. I mean, to my watch list actually, because there's something that I'm seeing here, but I don't want to talk about right at this point. I have to go and do more research on it. So if you see the next live stream and you are available, please hop in and remind me of this chart, and maybe by then it would have actually progressed into something that is much better. Okay, So let's see if we have got any more. Well, we don't have any more requests here. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me here. We'll keep this one like short and bright like this so that other people can come in and watch later on if they've got maybe similar questions with you, right? So I will see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. As I said, I cannot find time to make videos, but at this point I've been working on this toolkit for quite some time. I've said maybe Patreon members already have access to this, and I don't know if they are learning, but I think this is something that is great for the community. It really has been a long time since people have been ripped off on this market, and I think that we need to make a change. And I've gone on to prepare this toolkit for you. I'm trying to do the final touches, get it to you as soon as possible, and you can actually use it within this bull cycle. So again, I will see you on the next one. Take really